Hello then, the story ninjas in the house. I do have a story. Yes, and it's in a book this time. So, listening ninjas, go and gather everyone. And let's get started. So, I've come across a book with a bit of fairy tale. It's about a little princess. And from what I can recall, I loved fairy tales when I was a little girl. Yes, with kings and queens, princes and princesses, lords and ladies. Let's see, maids and servants, court jesters, damsels in distress, knights in shining armor, wicked witches, evil stepmothers, and fairy godmothers. I still believe most of us have a fairy godmother flying around somewhere. But let's get started on our story. Our little princess wants new shoes. Oh, I want my new shoes. So our little princess was given a pair of new shoes. And Martha, who looks after her, was about to give her new shoes. The little princess was a bit obstinate. I don't want new shoes. I don't need new shoes. She wouldn't even let poor Martha into the room. Oh my goodness. Martha popped in through the window and said, just have a peek. Anyway, our little princess gets the first peek of her new shoes. She had to admit it looked rather lovely, doesn't it? I think they look absolutely gorgeous. Who wouldn't want a pair of red sparkling shoes? They won't fit, said the little princess. But the shoes were on in a jiffy. Ah, and Martha said they fit just right. Perfect fit. The little princess oohed and awed and gasped. Oh, the shoes were perfect. Absolutely pretty. Martha nodded and said, well, now they need to be returned to the box. What do you think the little princess had to say? No! She's not taking the shoes off. I want to keep them on. Martha says, oh, come now, the shoes need to go back in the box because they are for best wear only. The little princess was getting crosser and crosser. Gosh, I can see her tonsils. She wouldn't take those shoes off. She screamed so loudly that Martha went off to the king. The king was out playing croquet. Well, that's a lawn game where they try and shoot a little ball through these tiny hoops on the lawn. Anyway, Martha says, she won't take those shoes off. And the king said, well, I suppose they are hers. So she may leave them on, but I think she needs to take special care of them. Because if she spoils that pair, she certainly won't get another pair. Well, it seems no one in the castle could get the little princess to take off her shoes. Not even Puss the cat, not even Scruff the dog. As the princess went tip-tap-tapping down the staircase. Oh, well, the general calls up. Princess, would you like to go out for a gallop? What do you think? No, I don't want to dirty my shoes. Now things were starting to go just a wee bit too far. Martha says, Princess, no shoes in the bed. Do you wear shoes to bed? Not me, not very comfortable. Princess says, well, they aren't in the bed. They are outside. While the queen sticks her crown around the door. Let's have a look quickly. Oh, sweetheart, she says, shoes off. The little princess climbed grumpily out of bed. Well, I'm not putting my shoes on the floor. And she scoots poor little Puss out of his basket because her new shoes now need to find a place in Puss's basket. Oh, goodness. The next morning, the little princess leans out a window and sees all her little friends and everyone else in the castle having fun outside in the most glorious day. Well, she couldn't step out, she thought. She didn't want to mess up her spoiler shoes. And wearing a different pair was totally out of the question too. because I love them so much, she said. But it was hard to stay indoors, and soon enough she found herself outside. Shooed away Puss, shooed away Scruff, as they came bounding to say hello, because, no, she did not want to dirty her shoes. She tried very hard to keep those new shoes clean. But then she saw the Prime Minister scooting past on her little tricycle. "Hello," he called as he zigzagged across the lawn, and sooner or later she ran, running behind. And then the little princess decided that, well, maybe she could play some soccer. And maybe she could climb some trees. But unfortunately, a few accidents happened in between. "My washing!" cried Martha. Oh dear. The little princess's champion football kicked and swerved through the washing on the line. "Oh well, all hands on deck!" cried the Admiral, when one of the little princess's shoes flew into the pond. And the little princess did not even apologize. She was having so much fun, she just did not care. But guess what? Martha had a surprise for the little princess. After all her fun. One shoe in the pond. Let's see. Martha handed her a birthday invitation. The little princess was firstly so excited. She hugged that invitation. "Oh!" Martha says, "Well, now you can wear your new shoes." But what happened to those new shoes, everybody? I know you know. "Oh no!" gasped the little princess. The red shoes are covered in mud from buckle to sole, and she clearly was not very happy. Oh! The little princess was not in a good mood. The shoes were messed up. She pondered for a bit, sat with her head in her hands, and thought the next best thing was to just toss those shoes in the bin. Well, do you think that was necessary? I don't think so. Anyway, Martha comes up to her and says, "Oh, well, look at all this dirty laundry all covered in mud." But nothing that a little wash and elbow grease would not get rid of. The little princess' ears pricked up. "Excuse me? Did you say a little bit of elbow grease?" Soon, the princess went for a dive down in the bin and fished out her very dirty red shoes. And yes, put a little elbow grease to it, rubbed and scrubbed, and brand new. Yes, that's what a little bit of elbow grease did. Let's just have a look. An extra little rub, an extra little scrub. Princess got to thinking, now that my shoes are all brand spanking new and clean again, I'm thinking parties are pretty messy too. Do you think she'll be wearing those shoes to the party? Let's see. I'll be saving my shoes for special occasions, and the party I'll be wearing my special wellies. So, if you have something very, very special that you like so much, try and keep it as clean as you can. And if it does get a little bit dirty, elbow grease and a little bit of hard work will restore it to new. So, until next time, goodbye.